Here we go, page types. These are going to be very simple, very useful however, because most sites have these kind of pages, and so therefore it's good to just get the best practice sorted, and then you can get on with the rest of your life. So, homepage. Your homepage, almost without exception, should have a really nice big bold statement that tells me what it is you do. Unless you're so well known that it's not necessary, or you are so niche that the only people who are ever going to come to your website are people who already know what you do. If, however, you're just another digital marketing consultancy, or whatever consultancy, your homepage should make it really clear what it is you consult on, as specifically as possible, so that I know whether or not you do what I'm interested in. So that's the what we do tagline. A clear and simple page structure is simply, hopefully you can, after everything we've seen today, all the designs we've looked at, cluttered design doesn't work. Things with boxes, too many boxes, don't work because the page looks fractured. So what you want is a nice, clean, simple, clear design that leads the eye across it where you want it to go. Normally 2 or 3 columns is plenty. Any more than that and it really does start looking too fractured and fragmented. Unique appearance. This is an interesting one. You'd be surprised when someone, during a usability testing session, you ask someone to go back to the home page. Surprising number of people get to the home page, don't realise it's the home page, and keep trying to get back to the home page. Because the home page didn't look like a home page. It just looked like any other one of the section home pages, the model home pages, whatever. So just give it a unique appearance on the site. And the tagline is obviously going to help say, this is the home page. Key content and features. This is really the place where if you were to assume that the home page is where people start most of their visits, which may or may not be a valid assumption with search engines, but that's neither here nor there, then what you want to do is highlight key content, interesting content that's been posted recently, recent case studies, that makes you look like you're someone with something to offer, and also, of course, shortcuts or direct access to the sexy bits, whatever the sexy bits of your site may be. The sexy bits most likely are going to be, if you've got a bunch of people who are beginning, it's going to be introductory guide to, or our explanations of, whatever, and for the experts it's going to be quick links to extranet login, or the glossary, or whatever it is that the experts want. What we want to try and think of is covering as reasonably as possible, the main reason that someone arrives on your homepage, covering them off and pointing people towards those areas. And of course the homepage, and indeed every page, is probably going to have these utilities. Links to About Us, Contact Us, Sitemap, etc., etc. Sitemap, even without search engines, it's good for search engines, but quite a lot of users actually like clicking the sitemap and just getting an idea of the scope of what it is you offer. And in some ways you could argue your homepage should be, in a way, be a mini sitemap. It should kind of give you an overview of the breadth of your offering, however it is you choose to do that. So, here we have a page, Dr. Foster Intelligence. If you didn't already know what they did do, this would make you any the wiser. Okay, patient experience, something to do with health. Latest news, that's nice. But still, there's nowhere saying what it is that they actually do. Which is kind of a problem, unless it's there. A partnership between information and... No, it's still not. So they're giving me their organisational status, but they're not telling me what it is they actually do. So that's kind of a problem. That's not just kind of a problem, that is a problem. I'll be stronger than that. Here they've got latest news. Okay, I quite like that. Here they've got management information, marketing and research services, social marketing, information for the public. So whatever you think about that, at least they've tried, one imagines, to give you groups of information to get you started. So as a whole, the homepage isn't bad, but without knowing what they actually do, we couldn't give you any. We can't give much more of an opinion on it because we've got no idea what they do, who their audiences actually are. And you could argue, in fact, that if they did have, you remember we were talking earlier about different ways to get at the same information, sometimes by audience, by saying, I'm this sort of person, give me everything you've got, sometimes by saying, I'm interested in this sort of topic, give me everything you've got. Information for the public would seem to be a type of audience. So logically, we would expect this box to be audiences, and then here maybe it would be public, doctors, government, policymakers, whatever. That would seem to make more sense if you had audience groups together, and then here you could, for instance, have topics, and there would be things like, I don't know, healthcare, marketing services, whatever the case may be. So you can see how they've tried to do certain things here, but it's open to debate how successful they've actually been.